You see them everywhere. The coworker who unapologetically leaves at 5 p.m., the friend who stopped justifying their life choices, the person online who just doesn't engage with the drama. They move with a quiet confidence, a serene defiance. They've reached a state many aspire to, and some secretly fear, the era of zero fucks given. But what if I told you this isn't about apathy? It's not about becoming a heartless robot. It's about a profound psychological shift, a liberation that unlocks a truly authentic life. And whether you're consciously pursuing it or just feeling the early tremors, a part of you is already there. The question is, are you ready to understand what's truly happening inside your mind when you finally stop giving a fuck? For years, decades even, we're conditioned to give a f*** about everything. What people think, what we should be doing, the latest outrage, the perfect Instagram post, the fear of missing out, the fear of being out. This isn't just external pressure, it's deeply internalized. We develop an overgiving fuck syndrome, an exhausting mental state where our emotional energy is constantly drained by external validation and manufactured urgency. Think about it. How much mental real estate is occupied by things that ultimately don't matter to your core happiness? That awkward thing you said 5 years ago? That stranger's opinion on your outfit? The imaginary criticism from someone you barely know? This constant vigilance, this need to manage perception, it's a profound energy leak. And the people who finally stop giving a fuck, they've simply sealed the leaks. So what triggers this seismic shift? It's rarely a gentle awakening. Often it's a breaking point, a major disappointment, a betrayal, a prolonged period of stress, a moment when the sheer exhaustion of trying finally outweighs the perceived benefit. This isn't weakness, it's a psychological saturation point. The fuck-giving capacity has simply been exceeded. And here's the shocking truth. The moment you realize you can lose everything, or that you've already lost something significant and you're still okay, that's often the spark. It's the moment your brain reevaluates risk. Wait, if I survive that, why am I still worried about this? It's a profound recalibration of priorities. This isn't nihilism, it's a strategic withdrawal of precious resources. It's realizing that your peace of mind, your authentic self, your time, these are finite, invaluable commodities, and you've been spending them recklessly on things that offer no return. The epiphany is simple, yet revolutionary. Your emotional energy is non-renewable, and it's time to become ruthlessly selective about where you invest it. So, what does this new psychology look like in action? It's built on several powerful mental pillars, and if you recognize these in yourself, congratulations. You're building your fortress of unbotheredness. You stop trying to be someone you're not. You embrace your flaws, your quirks, your past mistakes, not as burdens, but as integral parts of your story. The need for external validation withers when you deeply validate yourself. You realize that your unique brand of weird is your superpower. Why care what they think when you finally love who you are? The second psychological foundation of the zero effects given mindset is emotional selectivity. This is where the don't give a fuck energy becomes strategic. It's not apathy, it's resource management. The average person spends 90% of their mental energy worrying about things they have 10% control over. The emotionally selective person reverses this equation. They practice something called selective engagement. They ask themselves 2 critical questions before investing a single emotional fuck. 1. Can I control or influence the outcome? And 2. Does this align with my core values? If the answer to both is no, the emotion is immediately deprioritized. This shift liberates them from the outrage cycle, the media-driven social feedback loop that demands constant emotional investment in things outside our immediate sphere. Because they are radically self-accepted, they don't need the social currency of shared outrage. They recognize that constant external caring is a major drain that prevents them from achieving internal excellence. The energy they save from not debating strangers online or worrying about non-existent threats is energy they invest directly into building their desired reality. Finally, the third pillar is the practical application of this liberation, the power of no. For most people, the fear of disappointing others is greater than the fear of disappointing themselves. This leads to boundary collapse, where their time and energy are completely dictated by external demands. The person who doesn't give a fuck anymore understands that no is not a rejection of the person asking, it is a fierce protection of their own resources. Psychologically, every time they say no to a request that violates their peace or priorities, they reinforce their own self-respect. This is the habit that makes others respect them. When you are known as someone whose yes means something and whose no is non-negotiable, people stop demanding and start respecting. This ability to protect their time and mental space allows them to focus on the deeply rewarding, high-value work, their family, their goals, their passions, things they choose to give a fuck about. They've moved from being responsive to being intentional. They don't react, they choose. And that choice is the definition of true emotional freedom. The zero fucks given mindset is not the endgame of apathy. It is the starting point of an authentic life. It's built on 3 choices. 1. Radical self-acceptance. 2. Emotional selectivity. And 3. The power of no. Stop giving your power away and start investing it wisely. If you recognize these pillars taking shape in your life, know that you are evolving toward a state of powerful, intentional calm. Tell me in the comments, which of these 3 pillars is the hardest for you to build right now? Like this video and subscribe to continue unlocking the psychology of a truly liberated mind.